Shalom. So this is Exodus chapter 9 and verse 3. Behold, the hand of the Lord is upon thy cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep there shall be a very grievous murrain. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt, and there shall nothing die of all that is the children of Israel. So, as you know, back in this time, they had a god over, or should I say, a goddess over the cattle, the sky god, right? This is what it should look like. Most of you, again, familiar with this image, right? The sky god, and in their religions, most religions are spirituality. There is this, how can I say? There is the masculine and the feminine, right? And this is in terms of energy, masculine and feminine. So what they always do is have a goddess, right? So that goddess would normally act as the mother of their sun god's rebirth. And as you know, this is very normal in all religions. There's a god the father, a goddess the mother, and the sun god rebirth. I'm going to show you an image. Let me see if I can find it here. Okay, I'm going to show you an image. So as you can see here, there are just a few of them. This is in ancient Babylon. You have Nimrod the father, Semiramis the mother, and Tammuz would be the sun god rebirth, right? In Egypt, as we're dealing now, you'd have Ra, then you'd have Isis, then you'd have Horus as the son of God rebirth. In Greece, you'd have Zeus, Artemis the mother, and Adonai, the sun god rebirth. It's all the same throughout all these different religions, right? And this is why you see every nation have their own most high, they have their adversary, and so forth. It's always the same. Every nation have their own gods. All right. The problem with Christianity or this society, it pushes that there's this one God for everybody, and that's unbiblical. Each nation descend from the bloodline of each God, and this is what a lot of us believe in, that there's just this one God, so everything. And that's why majority of our people who are in Christianity, once you bring something else to them, the first thought is that it is pagan. Anything outside of the Christian God is pagan. This is why we cannot bring this Hebrew Bible to them, because what has been indoctrinated in here is that once it is a Christian God, it is okay, but everything outside of the Christian God is pagan. And a lot of Hebrews too borrow that tradition. So once they hear the word gods with an S at the end are written in common G, that stirs up a whole thing in here too, because they are still under the illusion that there's only one God. If there's only one God, right, then why do the scriptures speak about gods? Don't worship these gods. They're not false. They're just not equal in power to the invisible God of Israel. But anyway, this was just to put that out there. All right. Shalom.